Hey Lions, Bill Watkins, Rusty Lion Academy. Let's go for a bike ride today. We're at Grand Teton National Park. You can see the view. You can also see the smoke coming from the fire up in Yellowstone. And you notice the tape. I'm out here with three of my favorite things. The tape on my earphones indicates that I'm using my new Stallion battery case for my iPhone 6s Plus. It gives me a 3-day charge on my iPhone. How about that? Stallion. Got my West Point cycling kit. West Point Cycling gave me a start into world-class athletics, and I'm their winningest team member, so they allow me to wear this, even though I'm, of course, not on the cycling team anymore. And I got my Serrata Mavici road bike. Ben Serrata and I have been friends since 1975. I've only ridden and raced on Serrata bicycles since then. Ben and I just talked on Monday, so we're friends. All right, I want to talk to you today about a technique that I have used for about, 20 years. So I started this when I was 42 years old. Had a breakthrough then, which I may talk about today. I don't want to make this too long. But it revolves around the fact that I am going to turn 62 this Saturday, August 27th. Be 62 years old. And it's such a great birthday week for me. That I celebrate birthdays a week long. Did it with my kids, do it with myself, and do it with anybody that'll listen to me. It's absolutely one of the most important things you need to do in your life. That's not the technique, though. So the technique is to recognize that your birthday is absolutely an event to celebrate, whether you do it like me for a week or whether you do it for the day, and you celebrate it and you create the celebration. Dude, I'm telling you, I know exactly what you do in your life. In your life, you go, it's just a birthday. I had this with a client just the other day. Last Friday, we were out riding bikes. We do a really hard ride on Fridays. And I said, so Robert, today's your birthday, man. What are you doing? And he says, I got a lot of meetings lined up, and and then I got to go grocery shopping, and then blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, wait a minute. Today's your birthday. What are you doing to celebrate your birthday? He's like, whatever, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. I wanted to grab the guy and slap him, except he's bigger and tougher than I am. Listen, you have got to celebrate your birthday in the same way that everybody, your parents, your extended family, their friends, the hospital nurses in the OR or in the OBGYN delivery room celebrated your arrival on this planet. The same way, and I don't know what your faith persuasion is or your worldview, but I believe the angels celebrated you. God himself celebrated you, your arrival. He built you on purpose for a purpose. And when you arrived, dude, everybody was so thrilled. You should be. Listen, here's the technique or the techniques. First of all, you mentally anchor that celebrating your life is absolutely something that you must. It's not a nice to do, it's a must do. If you want to be the uber successful man that I know you probably are, maybe you're successful, but you can be uber successful. You can be world class by celebrating yourself, by pouring energy into you. This is not self-effacing. This is not ego-driven. This is the reality of recognizing that you are a special human being and you have a responsibility to be the best human being possible, the best man that you can be. So first you mentally anchor that in your life and you go, yes, I need to celebrate my wins. I need to celebrate my birthday. On my birthday, I will recognize what a special human being is. And at an age, 62, dude, I used to think 62 was a dinosaur. I am 62. And I am doing more at 62 than 98% of my peers. As they wind down their careers, I'm winding up now. Because my contribution will be bigger from 62 until 162 than it was from 0 to 62. Does that make sense? So you recognize that special purpose you have. Second technique, you become your biggest cheerleader instead of your loudest critic. Guys, I know that you are your loudest critic because I hear it from clients, I hear it from my audience, I hear it from men I talk to every day. You are your loudest critic, and you're wrong. You think it's because there's always more you can do, right? Listen, I get that. I was that. I still am that. But I always remember, yes, perfection is a goal to seek, but it is not a destination you ever arrive at. And so you recognize good enough. Now, that doesn't mean you don't look at the game films and you don't say, ah, darn, I could have done that better. But you recognize the fact that you tried, maybe you even failed, but dude, you were on the battlefield, you were in the game, and you played your butt off as good as you can. Now, that's your obligation. To play as hard as you can. To do it as good as you can. To know that when you stepped off the battlefield, you stepped off the game field. Everybody said, good game, man. You gave it your all. And you look at yourself and you said, I gave it your all. But if you didn't do what you thought you could do, it could be your expectations are too high, but you still need to cheer yourself for what you did. You. Whether anybody else cheers you, you cheer you, and that is behind celebrating your birthday. You're your cheerleader, dude, not your critic. You've got to have that positive mental mindset that pours energy into you, not sucks it away from you. You do not want to fill your soul with negative energy. Fill that battery up with positive energy. Why else would you celebrate your birthday? Because you're a human being and not a human doing. My poor client, Robert, as much coaching as we have done with that young man, and he is powerful. He's still a doing man. He's not a being man. Listen, guys, I get it. I've got a to-do list as long as yours. I'm making crap happen at Rusty Lion Academy. We are building a massive organization to change the lives of 1 million men. But here's what I want to tell you. Despite all of that, I'm sitting out here, all right? I'm sitting out here filling my soul with energy because when I get back in the office today, it's go, go, go. It's go time, right? It's buckle my seatbelt in the chair and it's make crap happen. But I'm here being a human being. I had a wonderful call with a good friend of mine, sitting here on this bench. I'm riding my favorite bicycle. I'm listening to some podcasts riding. And I saw an eagle over there. Matter of fact, there was 1 million birds in this field and they all flew away and I knew there was something going on. Sure enough, right in that, where's that tree? There it is. I don't know if he's still there, but there was an eagle over there, a junior eagle, and he was hunting. I enjoyed that moment. That's what you do when you anchor yourself at least once a year. And if you hear me ad nauseum, I will have you celebrating yourself more than just once a year, but you definitely do it on your birthday. You anchor it on your calendar. You take that day off and you celebrate yourself as a human being. I don't care whether you're 20 years old, 30, 40, 50, or 60 like me, 90. If you're 90, you're probably not listening to me, but you are that human being, that beautiful soul, that man full of talent, full of gifts, full of strengths, full of talent, full of experience, that man of big horsepower and big impact. And you celebrate that for yourself, human being, on your birthday. Now this little technique of putting your birthday as a huge date on your calendar, and don't be shy about talking about it with people. Anybody that asks me, yeah, dude, I'm celebrating my birthday week. We used to start celebrating my kids got 7 birthday cards. My kids had streamers outside their room for a week. My kids had events during the whole week that celebrated their birthday, not just on their birthday. Yeah, they had a party with all their friends on their birthday, but they had stuff going on because I said, we are gonna, when your mama was about to deliver you, the week or two before, the month before, we were all over celebrating you. I was listening to you, I was singing to you, I was playing my guitar to you, because you were coming. And on your birthday, you arrived. Your birthday, you arrived. That's what I told my kids. So yeah, do they still celebrate themselves a week ahead of time? You bet. Do I still celebrate them? You bet. Don't be shy about telling people that you celebrate your birthday week. You celebrate your birthday, capital letters, D-A-Y, and it's because you're so darn awesome, my friend, my brother, my lion. If you need encouragement on your birthday, you call me, you write me, I'll give it to you, because I know how important you are to this world, to me, to us, and in this lifetime, and I know how important you are to yourself and your family. So listen, my friends, that little technique, celebrate your birthday, will pour jet fuel on your mindset, which is probably already pretty darn good. You got to kill the critic part, but it's probably already dirty. It's going to make you even better. It's going to lift you from good to great to world class. My friend, you're going to make that big impact that you were destined to deliver here on this earth. All right, so here we go. If you like this, great. But here's what I really want, my brother. I want a comment. I want a question. That's really what I want. I don't need your, hey, Bill, that was awesome. I got a big enough ego. Thank you very much for that. I'm always grateful for feedback like that. Trust me, I take every one of your encouragements to heart, because sometimes I'm just talking to myself out here, but I do it for a cause. I do it to help a million men just like you, my lion. But give me a question. What do you want to talk about? Dude, when I was your age, I was on that battlefield earning scars and failures every freaking day. Now, I had a lot of success. If you look at my bio, it's pretty impressive. But I want to talk to you about those lessons so that you can learn them from me and you don't need to learn them by yourself. So ask me your questions. Tell me what you want to hear in this live cast. Follow me so you get VIP notice of when I'm talking to you about stuff that's going to deliver value into your life. That's why I do this. That's why we built Rusty Lion Academy. And that's why Robert and I deliver an absolutely free live web training every week. Dude, give us an hour and I promise you, we will give you a lifetime full of, a business full of more clarity, more control, more freedom, more results, more success, more fulfillment. Give us that hour. rustylionacademy.com/live training, one word, L-I-V-E training. Join us for 1 hour, my friend. I would love to see you in our conference room for our live training. It would mean a lot to me. My brothers, I'm out here. I'm going to head out of the park, down that bike path, get on home, get into the office, and keep building Rusty Lion Academy for you. Thanks a lot for listening today. I want you to get out there and roar, because we need lions who roar, because we need lions who make this a better world. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.